Hello everybody and welcome back to another episode of the Daily Crypto News. And yes guys, we're still busy with our insane 2000 XRP giveaway. And really, anybody can enter. And if you want to enter, there's just 3 simple steps. First of all, make sure you press the like button. Second of all, make sure you are subscribed with the notification bell on. And third of all, make sure you comment something down below. Now this can be a simple hey, or your favorite crypto, or the first time you bought crypto, whatever. Just make sure you put something there because that's going to act as your entry ticket. And I put the like requirement down below as well. Having said that, let's get over into the video. And here is the first tweet of today, which is a very interesting, yet controversial, yet pretty appealing one, and let me elaborate on that. So XRP Link, or Crypto Link, just posted on Twitter, if XRP doesn't hit $100, I'll eat my own sausage. Now, this message is most likely just a joke, but the reason I'm actually showing it aside of a video is not because I found it funny, which it kind of is to a certain degree. It's because I think that people should not be betting on the price so much, especially the XRP price so much, since it's something that we really can't control or even grasp to predict. And I'm not talking about XRP moving to 35 cents and 25 cents and things like that, these small price movements which, we can really debate over whether or not you can predict that. But I'm talking about going times 500 or times 10,000 and things like that. Things that are really kind of obvious that people can't just predict. And the reason I'm warning people a little bit for this, even though this is not financial advice, is because I think a lot of people will be let down if things don't happen the way they think it's going to go. And also, I'm personally really a fan of building income streams, and I always recommend people to just check out whatever ways or shapes or forms they can do that. And on my finance channel, The Business Realm, I also talk about this a lot, and I'm also going to start up another channel where I explain some more, tricks I have to earn different things. Because as a lot of you guys know, my main thing that I do is with Instagram and a couple other things. But really, if you have all your mind set on XRP hitting this huge goal, you're kind of led astray from just innovating and investing in other things, which might hurt you in the end, which is why I recommend people to not, really wait for this to happen and things like that. And also here, there's no date. It's just like, maybe we'll hit that at one point. Otherwise, but that's then never going to happen because, when do you lose this bet? I don't know. Ripple partner dLocal now valued at $1.2 billion. Ripple partner dLocal becomes one of the best funded Latin America tech companies. Okay, so Uruguay has its first unicorn, an early Ripple partner. Yep, staggering $1.2 billion after securing $200 million during its funding round backed by American growth equity firm General Atlantic. This makes the Uruguay-based cross-border payment platform one of the highest valued VC-funded companies in the Latin America region. So there's no literal connection here making this huge for XRP or anything like that. However, dLocal was among the first 100 financial institutions to join Ripple's blockchain-powered Ripple Network. Wow, that's kind of strange. RippleNet Network. It kind of feels like it should be Ripple Network or something like that. But no, RippleNet Network. And by partnering with the then fledgling startup, Ripple was able to open a payments path into Latin America. So that's cool that they're innovating this much and getting themselves a huge $1.2 billion milestone. Gold is dangerous. Why Jim Cramer will invest 1% of net worth in Bitcoin. So yes, CNBC Mad Money host Jim Cramer plans to invest 1% of his net worth in Bitcoin just because gold is dangerous. And on the channel, we very often talked about why I think gold is a good asset, but not a very safe asset. And a good chunk and part of that comes because of all the space mining and the fact that scarcity is only says so much. And added to that, I believe, the fact that gold is really not that useful and kind of annoying to move around if you start to think about it, and silver is actually a lot better in that sense. A lot of other reasons I've talked about, but these are the main ones. And here a quote, I mean, people talk about like crypto gets hacked or whatever. You know what's really bad? It's when your kids can't find your gold. And that is, by the way, not unusual. So this is why I'm fixated on needing to own crypto, because I fear a massive amount of inflation and I don't have any. Gold will do okay, the houses will do okay, those will keep me running in place. The idea of actually making money, well, holy cow, I'll take a shot at it with 1%. So in this case here, it's actually not really big, it's not really huge, not really anything. The only part about this is that he's, exploring crypto a little bit and kind of dipping his feet into it. So the money that he's investing doesn't really matter. The doors he is opening for other people listening to him and the authority that he kind of portrays to others, that's what's opening these doors. And whenever I'm saying Bitcoin, you guys know my kind of my double step plan or whatever, where money will most likely flow into Bitcoin first and later on most likely move into things like XRP, which is because people would most likely buy Bitcoin because it's the one they know about, it's the one they heard about the most, there's the most amount of pairs, and it just is the most obvious. I'm looking for a word, voor de hand liggend in English. If any of you Dutch guys can translate it, the most obvious and I don't know what the English word for that is. By the way, not a native English speaker. I try my best, but I'm not, all right? A couple of you guys keep mocking my pronunciations. I try my best. All right. Moving further, though, it's not just Cramer who is considering opening a long position in Bitcoin. Billionaire investors like Paul Tudor Jones and even multi-billion-dollar public companies are beginning to invest in Bitcoin. And again, that's also XRP and the others. But yes, we're seeing a little bit of a trend going around right now where a lot of huge guys, or maybe not even huge in terms of money, but huge in terms of influence, are really spearheading the crypto movement. And kind of the contrast I'm seeing to a couple years prior is that back then you would just have these loner individuals who'd go very crypto heavy, but not really regulated or anything like that. Right now, what we're seeing is these big billionaires, these big influential guys with millions of followers, they head in and say, hey, I'm buying some, or something along those lines. And like, I'm dipping my head into it because I'm, making a rational choice that the US dollar might fall and I want to go for a safe bet. Back then it was like, anti this, anti that, or I'm going for Bitcoin all the way, yeah. And you see the difference in tone there, and you see why this method of doing things, this method whatever, is a lot more, alluring or whatever to the big business people. It's a lot more attracting to them because they're making rational choices rather than like culting into a movement like this, which back then sounded even more shady than right now. Shady, not shitty. On September 16th, MicroStrategy CEO Michael Saylor said that the firm now holds 38,250 Bitcoin, and based on the current price of Bitcoin, 10,800, the stake is now worth $413 million, Saylor said. On September 14th, MicroStrategy completed its acquisition of 16.8 thousand additional Bitcoin at an aggregate purchase price of $175 million. To date, we have purchased a total of 38,250, so I guess 38,250 Bitcoin at an aggregate purchase price of $425 million, inclusive of fees and expenses. So they're actually down $10 million, which is kind of interesting if you think about it. They've been purchasing for such a long while, and yet they're down. But eventually they'll get back up. People want more and more exposure to all of this. And this part here is about Cramer saying gold is dangerous, wants crypto exposure. They, my kids, will never understand gold. And the reason they will never understand gold is they think gold is dangerous. It's dangerous because it can be stolen. It's dangerous because they don't want to take it out of the bank. It's dangerous because they may forget where it is. And that's something to think about. It can happen to Bitcoin a little bit though, but I see the idea. 7.6 billion more ADAs were transferred to Binance with its price shedding 30%. Did ADA holders decide it was time to cash out some of the gains they made in the preceding bull months? Well, we don't really know, but ADA is falling down hard and a lot of movement is going on. I actually saw a Charles Hoskinson video pop up about 17 hours ago or so, which got like 8,000 views already. So I'm definitely going to have to watch that. Thing is though, I have not done it yet, and thus I don't really want to comment on the whole situation right here about what's going on, but I'll definitely get back to this and I'm going to check it out a little bit further. As you know, guys, I keep it real 100%. So if you don't know, I tell you I don't know. If I think something's wrong, I tell you something is wrong. And by the way, this website, Cointelegraph, is bugging the frick out, because this article right here, or no, it's actually another article. I might have just accidentally closed it. Doesn't really matter though. Maybe I had it open somewhere else. It just kept playing a freaking loud sound, like really loud commercial talk about gold and silver and things like that, and there's no way to stop it. So I don't know if it's their side just bugging out or if there's something in this list here that keeps playing, but I've just muted all the tabs and that seems to be working, but it's really kind of annoying. So if you are experiencing that as well, let me know in the comments section down below. I don't know what to do about it. I just muted the tabs. Polkadot indicator. Data shows Ethereum price follows it to the dot. Data shows Polkadot's dot price action is working as a predictor of Ethereum price moves for the past few weeks. And what's behind the trend? Well, in my opinion, it's not that strange at all that Polkadot and Ethereum are moving along. And really anything that kind of looks like Ethereum or is connected to DeFi, in my belief, all those things will kind of mimic each other, right? So I don't really think there's an explanation necessary. I don't really think we even have to debate about this or, anything along those lines. I think it's just too obvious that they follow along because they're kind of the same thing, right? They all kind of look alike. They all kind of have the same appeal to them. So that's basically why. I think it's too obvious to tell. Indian government looks to ban crypto with new trading laws, or at least they would like to ban crypto trading, or at least it's looking like that with some new laws that are popping up. India is not new when it comes to harsh and unfriendly crypto laws. Now, Bloomberg reports that the country is set to introduce a new law which will ban crypto trading within its borders. Citing anonymous sources, so again, this might be fake news, the report states that India's federal cabinet is set to discuss the bill prior to being sent to the parliament. The report states that the Indian government will continue encouraging and supporting the growth of blockchain technology, but would discourage crypto trading. I think that's actually really interesting because they're not really banning crypto, but they're not really for it either. They're not really allowing it. They're not really going against it. What does India want with crypto? What is their stance? And why are they doing all of this stuff? Now, in my opinion, a good chunk of it is because of AML, so anti-money laundering, because they want to know everything that's going on. Another part kind of feels like they're afraid of a government throwover or of just people, doing shady things. I don't know though. I don't know why India is so weird about their crypto laws or why they're trying to do this type of stuff. Do you guys know? Why does India want to really do this? We've been talking about it for such a long while, but they're pretty excited about what Ripple's been doing. So what makes them against all this stuff so much? Is it unethical? Is that it? What is it? I got a lot more articles to talk about for today, but I'm actually going to talk about those in another video that's coming up today, guys, later on. I got so much stuff to talk about, and I want to keep these videos relatively short, since if I were to start talking now, it would be another at least 10 minutes. I'm going to skip it. I'll talk about it later today. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. If you did, make sure you press the like button and subscribe. And again, guys, don't forget, these giveaways are continuous. All right, so if we hit it today, we'll just give it away tomorrow once more because we don't hit it that often. And every day I add some money to the giveaway pool. So it's most likely not depleting anytime soon. And I've also put some smaller giveaway goals here and there. And I'm thinking about doing some, small 100 or 25 XRP giveaways, just maybe daily or just on Telegram and things like that. Because we also have a Telegram channel and a Discord and things like that. Just check them out in the description below. But I don't know what the best options are because I also don't want to spam people with giveaways the real stuff, because otherwise they might be confused with when I'm really giving something away and when something is fake. So that's why I want to keep them big and, go big or go home. But it's a hard choice to make because you still want to make people happy with giveaways. But also when it's 25, I don't know how happy people will be because it's just $8. But yeah, I'll be thinking about it. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video and I'll see you again in another one.